What is up, guys? It's the Sound Alchemist, and I'm sitting here next to...
Gersh1.
Just kidding, I'm not sitting. And welcome back to another episode of For the Greater...
What if we were standing? That'd be insane.
Would it?
No. This is a video... Did I already say that? No, right? This is a video series where we answer the questions left by you, the viewer. If you have a question for us, comment down below. Put a question for every question, because we get to those questions first. I hope that made sense. This question comes from Pineapple.
It never does.
Who is the biggest Space Marine? My thought is it's WAAAGH Rockfist, but I don't know. Anyone else?
Vulcan. He's the biggest Primarch.
Primarch. And then the biggest Space Marine would be his predecessor. I just did a 40 facts video on the dude.
Ashmantle?
Is that how you pronounce it?
Oh no, I think that's the Dreadnought.
No, it's the current chapter master of the Salamanders. Check out our 40 facts on the
Vulcan,
Fire Drakes.
Heston?
Maybe.
Oh no, there's another one. Because he's not the chapter master. I know who you're talking about now, but I forget his name. We have a buddy who plays Salamanders. He should know.
Ask him.
Oh, he's right here.
He pops up. But yeah, check out our 40 facts on the Fire Drakes. I have that thing. It explains to
Fire Drakes?
Yeah.
You're saying Drake is fire?
He died.
Soldier Boy is where it's at.
He's getting sued. Or he was. Anyways. Next question comes from X-Gemini. Can a high fleet enter the Eye of Terror, and in doing so, consume and wreak havoc on the Chaos Worlds and even the demons and gods?
What are they going to consume? There's very little biomass there.
Well, Crone Worlds.
Yeah, there are worlds, there are ships, there are, like, fleshy things there, but the warp is more immaterial than...
Ether.
There you go. Listening to ether.
But through my speakers. But yeah.
Yeah, I mean, they could enter it. Will they? Probably not. Unless it's that one high fleet that, like, specifies fighting chaos.
Cronus, I think.
Yeah, I think so.
There is a story of an Inquisitor who took the brood of a gene stealer and sent it towards the Octavius sector, and then the Tyranids attacked the orcs, and then now there is a raging battle where the orcs are getting stronger and the Tyranids are getting stronger.
Yeah.
And at the end, the Imperium is going to have to fight like a super massive army of either one. So if that's any representation of what would happen if they do that to Chaos and Tyranids, they shouldn't do it.
No.
Because, yeah.
Which you would expect it to be the opposite. It's like you have two superpowers fighting it out. One superpower is going to be left standing, but they're going to be drained and like heavily depleted because of that fight. But who knows?
It's kind of like that one story, or somebody commented on that video. They said, what happens when an unstoppable force meets an unmovable object? And then they said the Octavius sector, or the Octavius War. And yeah, that's basically what it is.
Brian B. asked the real question today. Do you put pineapple on your pizza?
Yeah.
Yes, but it's not my go-to. Like, I'll eat it. It's cool. But
What's your go-to topping?
one topping? Or
No,
like,
just in general.
Supreme. Put everything on there.
Everything, yeah. I like the monster pizza from Rosati's Double
pizza?
Dough. Yeah.
What is it?
It's like everything. It's like a Supreme.
Oh.
But I think my favorite topping is goat cheese, marinara sauce, artichoke, and jalapeno.
I've never had that.
Yeah, it's delicious.
It sounds interesting.
Delicious.
Goat cheese, though?
Goat cheese. Goat cheese tastes like what goats smell like. Enough said.
Okay. Kappa Kiev. If the Emperor came back, do you think he would try to find and redeem the fallen Primarchs? Just like in the TTS series. If so, which ones? Thanks for the spoiler, man. I'm not caught up.
Yeah.
But
Thanks for ruining it for us.
That's actually pretty cool. I actually want to watch it even more now. Not just to see Kitten's rippling abs.
That was in the lore, by the way. Custodes were... they didn't have, like, armor in their bellies to show off their six-pack.
Who wouldn't, right?
Shoe. Alright.
Shoe.
What was the question?
Oh, shoot. I don't know. Oh, if the Emperor came back, do you think he would try to find the Primarchs and redeem them for joining Chaos?
He might. Yeah.
Shoot, I don't know.
It is a possibility, slim possible. Well, actually, that would give him something to do, because if the Emperor did come back, it would just kind of be like, all right, you're another Gilliman, go off and Great Crusade Part 2.
No, I don't see him doing that. I feel like he'd stay and try to repair the theism, monotheistic notions of him being a god, and try to go bring the humanity back to science and logic.
Yeah, that's what...
Who can relate?
But that's what the Great Crusade was.
Right, but...
The unification of the Emperor and pushing away all gods.
Right, but he's not like the Great Crusade was liberating planets. Now the planets are all liberated. Now he just has to bring them back to how it used to be.
Yeah.
Like, he won't actually go out and seek a fight. He'd stay on Terra and reform. Mm-hmm. Which kind of sucks, but... It's not action-y. Next.
Thank you. Next question comes from R. Rob. Are there any movies, TV, artists, or music bands in the Imperium? What form of entertainment does common citizens have?
REO Speedwagon.
I don't know what that is.
Good.
And the common Imperial citizen is either dying for the Imperium or working for the Imperium. Entertainment, it's not like it's obsolete. It's there, and it depends on the planet. Mm-hmm. It goes from just your typical like drinking and playing games to pleasure world like stuff. Yeah, but yeah.
I really wish they like explore more into pleasure worlds.
Yeah.
Well, not like when you think pleasure world, you think of like freaking like the red light district on the whole planet.
Yeah.
But I feel like sometimes it'd be like, oh, they've got the Super Nintendo on like a massive screen and like that kind of stuff. It'd be pretty interesting to see.
Yep.
But it won't be.
It won't be.
It's like a big ass arcade.
Big ass arcade.
It's like a pleasure world could be like that world in, or it's not a world. Like when Wreck-It Ralph, when he goes into the internet. I don't know what I'm talking about anymore, guys.
I don't know. I haven't seen that movie. Next question comes from Pickle Rick. Are there SJWs in the 41st millennium? Yes, the Emperor is an SJW, social justice warrior. The Emperor is a warrior. He was about liberating humanity from the techno-barbarian tribes, and then finally from the alien enslavers, and give freedom to all, even those abhumans that existed. So, joke's on you, Pickle Rick. Next question. Kevinator199. How stoned were you in your last for the Greater Wall?
What was the question?
How stoned are you? About a 9. About a D. Yeah, next question comes from...
I literally missed out the last 2 questions because I have a great question.
What is it?
This one's by Jim Dighton. Many Guevases have freedom of religion. What does the Tau do to stop chaos cults? And I was just thinking about it because Guevases, they're just humans who have joined the Empire.
Yes.
So you could have a human that's a psyker. And because of that, you could open up the Tau to invasions from chaos. You could open up a warp portal. The Guevases themselves could just be joining the Tau for like asylum or whatever, and they themselves could be a cult that the Tau have just recruited into their ranks. And because of that, like there's a lot that can go wrong. However, it never gets brought up. I've never seen the whole chaos thing be implemented to the Tau, story-wise, lore-wise, that has to do with Guevases. Which I don't understand why, because thinking about like humanity, you can relate to humans easier than you can to like a Xenos race. So seeing how a captured human or a human that has now joined the greater good, seeing their mindset come into play, and also having them deal with, do I follow the greater good? Should I listen to the thoughts of like the cult of humanity or the cults that they're in? And just overall what can happen, and because of that they're not exploring that, so it drives me wild.
Yes. Agreed.
About a D.
Next. Next question.
Faking It 66. Would the Elder gods Isha and Kegara continue to exist even if the Eldar race were to be wiped out? Usually when you think of gods, usually they're alive because of their species, be it Eldar, humanity, etc. So I feel like if you killed out all the Eldar, there wouldn't be enough like beliefs or thoughts for them to continue existing. And I think that kind of stops the whole purpose of a god, which is to like lead their people, inspire beliefs, or that kind of thing. So I feel like if you kill off all race, then you're killing off the gods as well.
Yeah.
About a D.
About a D. Pussina?
Half Artson. I don't know how to pronounce your name. How good is cloaking technology in the 40K universe? Could it be good enough to hide a full planetary system? I need it for my 2nd Legion fluff.
A planetary system? I haven't heard of anything like that. I've heard of them, a moon. They can completely, like, what's the moon for the Grey Knights?
Titan?
Titan was completely obscure.
But wasn't that done because of psychic things? I think it's talking about more of like a technological standpoint. And I know they do have cloaking devices, and there's actually the Alpha Legion. They use like capes to kind of conceal themselves when they're trying like to snipe or to infiltrate. So there is a cloaking technology there. I just don't think it's on the grand scale of cloaking a whole system.
Yeah. You could make it though. You could say that Eldar or Necron technology was like that, or Old One technology. Well, Old One technology.
But he's talking about it for his lore on the 2nd Legion, so it'd be like Horus Heresy era-ish, which I don't think so. You could just say you got like a really big mirror and you put it in front of your system.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're gonna have to come up with like a warp storm surrounding it or something like that.
Yeah.
You could just say, it was all a dream.
Next question comes from the 406. How does the economy of the Imperium work? It's probably feudal in nature, so like...
you pay your tithes.
Mm-hmm.
You've got your high lords that you gotta represent.
Gotta represent. 50 cent.
As you can see, about a D.
About a D. Marcel Goussard, how many guardsmen does it take to kill a Space Marine?
Depending on the weapon.
Lasgun.
I don't think one with a lasgun would do it.
How many?
Like if you got one with like a plasma cannon, then I could see it happening. But if you're just doing standard weaponry, like Space Marine with a bolter, just regular lasgun carrying troops.
About a D.
Yeah. So like what?
50. I'll say 50 guardsmen for one Space Marine. On a good day. The guards people all had a good day.
They all aimed.
Yeah.
But I feel once they get into close combat, there's like very little hope.
True.
About a D.
Last question, Marcel Goussard. What will you guys do if this channel reaches 200,000 subs?
That's a lot of submarines. That's a lot of Quiznos.
Somebody said fuck.
Hey, whatever's clever.
Yeah.
Baby steps.
Baby steps.
We'll see.
What do you guys think we should do if we reach 200,000 subs?
Should we do like a sit and talk where we answer your questions as long as you put question before that question?
So 2 questions in a row?
Oh, that's too much.
We might do a campaign if you guys come up with something clever enough. If we reach 200,000 subs, we'll give away
200,000 genes.
Or something like that, yeah. That's a lot, though.
That is a lot.
Thanks for listening, guys. We'll see you tomorrow.
As always, I'm the Sound Alchemist.
Gershwan.
And we are...
Out.
Just a D.
Oh.
Oh! to put my freedom first.